It is easy in day-to-day life to overlook the question of what happens when we die. However, the reminders of its importance surround us every day. From losing a loved one to illness and accidents, death is probably the only guarantee in life. Traditionally, the answer to what happens after we die has been thought to lie in the realm of religion and philosophy. Many of the greatest thinkers, including Democritus, Plato, and Avicenna, have pondered deeply on what happens to ourself after death. While the terminology has evolved through many years of time and translation, the word psyche, from ancient Greek, soul, from English, and consciousness, used in the present day, are all referring to the same intangible yet very real entity of you and me. Today, due to medical advancements over the past 60 years, many millions of people from all over the world have routinely gone beyond the threshold of death and entered a gray zone, the period after the heart stops, the brain shuts down, and a person dies, but before the cells in the body have become irreversibly damaged. These people were then resuscitated and brought back to life again. So, what do those with first-hand eyewitness testimonies of death tell us about what it is like to die for us all? Survivors from all cultures, nations, and ages, even as young as 3, have recalled unique and universal mental experiences or awareness after the heart stop. These include a sense of positive awareness and continuation of the mind and consciousness. They recall a sense of going through a tunnel and encountering a warm, welcoming light, which often takes the form of a compassionate being who guides them through the experience. They describe lucid, well-structured thought processes with reasoning and memory formation, and can even recall observing verifiable events occurring in the room where they were being resuscitated. A sense of calm and comfort, a feeling that they've returned home, an altered sense of time, and moments of great perspective and insight have also been reported, as well as the perception of experiencing family and friends who had previously passed away welcoming them. One of the most intriguing aspects is the experience of a life review, which involves re-experiencing and judging their own actions, thoughts, and intentions towards others, with a deep focus on the importance of conducting themselves with dignity and humanity. This often results in coming back with a greater purpose and meaning, to try and live an active life while also centered on greater altruism and selflessness. Now, with any discovery, there is bound to be skepticism, and some scientists initially believed these experiences were probably just hallucinations brought about by oxygen deprivation to the brain. However, there were never any scientific studies to support this view, and many subsequent studies even pointed to the opposite. Today, many scientists consider these experiences to be real, since people are accurately describing actual events that are later verified by others, as well as reviewing detailed scenarios of their past. Well, then why might some people still be dismissive of these experiences, such that the experiencers themselves are hesitant to share their stories due to the fear of reaction? This usually has more to do with the way that humans process new information and new realities that don't fit into their own worldview. While these were popularly coined as near-death experiences almost 50 years ago, today it is clear that people are often describing experiences from a time when they had crossed the threshold of death, and when the brain is not expected to be functioning. Yet paradoxically, the mind and consciousness appear to continue. Therefore, they should not be considered near-death experiences after all, because in many cases they reflect actual death. All of which raises the question, could our mind and self continue after we cross the threshold of death? And how does this knowledge change the way we live? These testimonies have provided an inside look at what we are all likely to experience when our time comes, and this discovery is only the tip of the iceberg.